Afternoon, I'm Briggs LaSavage. Thanks for joining us. Just within the last hour, federal prosecutors gathered in Minnesota announcing charges against 15 people for their alleged efforts to, quote, violently oppose immigration law enforcement. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Minnesota announced charges for conspiracy to impede or injure federal officers and related charges pertaining to the efforts of a group comprised of members, they say, from two Minneapolis-based Antifa groups. Antifa, which is short for anti-fascist, is an umbrella term for a decentralized movement of mostly left-wing activists who oppose white supremacy, autocracy, and other fascist ideals. Today's charges stem from incidents that U.S. Attorney Daniel Rosen said happened during Operation Metro Surge in Minneapolis this past winter.
They all joined an agreement, a conspiracy, to interfere with lawful immigration enforcement operations. The conspiracy was not to interfere by their voice, but to do it by force. That's a crime, and it will not be tolerated in the United States.
Now you can watch that entire press conference from this morning by visiting our website or our mobile app. We'll also take a closer look at who was charged and what exactly they're accused of coming up tonight on Northern News Now.